Mitchell has to be aggressive here. Not only does, of course, he want to win this match, but he has to make up all the points that the team is behind going into this final match. That was a nice body kick by Mitchell. Score still 2-2. And Mitchell's had a great weekend. He actually won the division for his age group over the weekend, winning first place. Mitchell comes from a fighting family. We saw his sister was actually on stage,
yes.
Nicole Triplet, earlier. And their dad is actually a black belt at karate. He competed this weekend as well in the 42 and over category.
Okay, when was that?
That was earlier today. Yeah, so they're the black belt fighting family from London. It looks like Mitchell, even though he's going to win this match, he's not going to be able to overcome the deficit.
First warning, turning it back. Ready, go.
There we go. So Mitchell wins this match 7-4, but Team Quebec is going to be our champions.
19, Team Quebec. To 14, Team Ontario.
19-14, final score for Team Quebec.
Our presenter.
Here's some of the action. You see that defensive side kick. Mitchell really had to force the issue with his punches, and that's what Mitchell's known for, is his hands, but you know, a little too far behind. Catch up.
Coming up next, we have a quick demonstration for one of our Junior Q-Belt Grand Championship winners. On stage next,
So now we're going to have
from Bernardo Karate.
two more demonstrations. Just one.
Yeah, this young lady, we thought it would be special for the crowd. She won the under black belt category. She's 7 years old, from London, and she's going to come up and do her kata, her form. And you know, pretty amazing. A 7-year-old, you know, in this environment, coming up, doing their form, the concentration, you know, the skill level at someone so young. I'm sure she's pretty nervous to be on the stage with, you know, a lot of these karate all-stars.
Oh.
Just see, she's giving 100% effort just on every move. Just the focus and the concentration. You know, sometimes parents have a hard time getting their kids to, you know, sit still or something like that. Well, this is definitely the next step. Not bad for 7 years old. That's pretty nice score. And she actually won all the ages from 17 under, all the under black belt division, all the first place forms and weapons winners went in a competition. And she actually won. She beat all the older kids, and she did a great job. So it was nice to see her up here on stage.
Bernardo from London, Ontario.
So now we're going to get to the junior girls team fighting.
Yep, this is the team, the girls 13 to 17. This one I might be a little impartial because it's my team from London, Team Bernardo, versus John Douvris' team from Ottawa. And again, they had to, you know, battle all the other teams, but just so happened that the two final teams are mine and John. So Should be exciting. And the rules are the same as with the boys. Each one will fight, and it'll be the total points of the 3 matches. And of course, respect at the beginning, shaking hands. A lot of these girls are also members of Team Canada, so they travel overseas together. So there's some familiarity in, you know, with the fighters.
Let's go, Danny.
So it's Danielle McConaughey from Douvris Martial Arts versus Jessica Ticehurst from Bernardo Karate. So this will be our opening match. Scores 2-2, and it's the same with the boys. You know, the coaches sending these fighters trying to get a lead right off the bat. It's always tough to fight from behind.
Danny, move and shoot your punch. Stop flashing legs.
You know, Jessica has the lead right now, and she's going to try to stay aggressive to keep that lead up. Oh, and there's that 2-point head kick. You know, Jessica's a pretty complete fighter. Good leg, good hands. I think right now Danielle's just trying to figure out, you know, exactly what Jessica's throwing. And you know what? Right there she did. She just responded with her 2-point head kick. Danielle's closing the gap here. We're back to 11-7. Oh, Jessica, that was a nice 2-point head kick. That's the end of the first match. You see Jessica trying to push the action. Oh, and that was a nice kick by Danielle.
Let's go, girls. Yeah, she drove it.
This is Ariana Meehan versus Alexis Francis McCreath. Oh, and that's a nice 2-point head kick right off the bat for Ariana.
Benny, don't make me slap you. Let's go, Ariana. Patience, not a girl, Ariana.
And Ariana's got, you know, she has a gap to close from the first match. And she's got a really strong lead leg, so Alexis has to be smart to not walk into any kicks.
One at a time, Ariana.
There she goes.
Don't back up, Ariana. There you go.
And that's what Alexis wants. She wants to use her hands. She's more of a puncher. And she's just tied the match up now.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, nice girl. Keep it up, Ariana. Oh!
1 minute.
Nice, Ariana. Punch, Ariana. There you go. Keep shooting your hands, Ariana. There you go.
And Ariana's getting the lead back now, 9-5. Definitely has the crowd behind her, I think.
Keep shooting your hands, Ariana.
Nice kick by Ariana. And nice counter punch now by Alexis. Now this is just so intense, and even though it's a 2-minute round, just constantly exploding off that line, being quick, you know, physically takes some definite hard training, cardiovascular strength.
There you go. Oh, yes,
Time. Nice fight by Ariana.
Team Douvris.
You know, Alexis was our youngest fighter on the team. She did a nice job. But now it's going to come down to our last two.
21, Team Douvris.
So our last two fighters are Hannah Husband from Douvris Martial Arts, and she's against Alicia Morrison from Bernardo Karate. And Hannah comes in with a 2-point lead coming into this match. And Alicia jumps out with that nice head kick, just evened up the whole team fight with that kick.
There you go, Hannah. Patience.
1 point. The crowd definitely want that 2-point kick for Hannah.
There you go, Hannah. There you go, girl.
Now she's on the board.
Patience.
3-1 for Alicia.
Move, circle, circle. Don't plant your feet, Hannah. Don't plant your feet. Forward with the side. Side kick up, Hannah. No side kick. Stay to the body, Hannah.
1 minute.
Oh, nice, Hannah. You need one.
This is a close match. It's 5-1 for Alicia, and she just seems to be a little stronger.
Oh, yes.
But that was a nice kick by Hannah.
Oh, don't stop. There you go. There you go, Hannah. Hannah, stay to what's working. Stay going forward.
6-3 Bernardo. Time's called.
Almost had her second combatant go out of the off the stage tonight.
Yeah. So we have 10 seconds left. Hannah's down by 3. She needs 1 point to tie up the team.
Yeah, crowd really getting into this one as well.
And that's time, 7-3, and I think that's going to make the win for Bernardo Karate.
28-26, Team Bernardo.
All right. So it looks like John Douvris owes me dinner after the tournament tonight.
There you go.
Our presenter,
28-26, the final there.
Yeah, and you know, they're those ladies, I mean, that's the future of our sport right there, and they're all on our national team. I believe all 6 of them have competed overseas, and they're all awesome fighters. And they'll be meeting again in future competitions, I'm sure.
Congratulations, well done.
All right, so we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the Canadian Open Martial Arts Championships. We are here at Palais Congrès in Gatineau. We'll be right back with more.
Junior black belt.
right, welcome back to the Canadian Open Martial Arts Championships here at Palais Congrès in Gatineau, as we are now getting set to move on to our next demonstration.
Here we go.
And
Coming up,
what are we expecting to see here, Mike?
Well, right here we have our junior black belt winner over the weekend. So we brought him back to demonstrate some of his skills. It's Marc-Antoine Lazone, and he's from Karate Sanfuki in Montreal, and he's 15 years old, and he's going to be doing a bow staff form for you. And again, he was our winner today, so we thought the audience tonight would like to see him compete again and just to demonstrate his form. Form. Again, you see the skill level of these junior students have. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you very much, sir. Coming up next,
Not what you thought.
we have our Elite Fighting Men semifinals. Our Elite Fighting Men semifinals. We're going to have coming up to the left side of our stage.
So now we're moving to the semifinals for the elite fighting in the men's category.
Yeah, we're going to see the winners of that first round. Our first match is Cody Giesberg and Richard Plowden. You know, Cody again from London, Ontario, and Richard Plowden, trained by his dad from Detroit, Michigan. Nice kick, but he was out of bounds, so Cody just got a warning for leaving the ring. That was a nice side kick. These guys have fought, you know, in the past. They're pretty evenly matched. I think it goes back and forth, so it should be a close one this evening. These fighters know each other. I mean, we're a little bit slower pace this first round, but they're feeling each other out. where he's got that reverse punch going. That's what his dad was known for. His dad was one of the best punchers in our sport. He's taught his kids well. Nice back fist by Cody.
So
Richard has that lead 8-3 after the first round. So Cody's got his work cut out for him the second round. 5 points to make up. Here's that some of the action. Oh, and there's that nice punch. Just timing Cody's leg as he lifts it up. Boom.
Imagine as you get later into the competition, you're facing better fighters. When you're behind, it's a lot more difficult to be aggressive.
It is. It's very difficult because they know you have to come forward. When the fight's tied or it's within a point, you know, you don't know if the person's going to lay off or if they're going to be aggressive. But you get up by 3, 4, 5 points, you know the person has to come in. So it makes it a lot easier for you to time them and just work on your counter techniques, like the side kick or the reverse punch. And one thing I was talking with Cody before the match, it was the first time he's ever had an injury like this, and having to wear that shield, it's just, you're not used to it. And it does make it a little bit more challenging when you're in there to, you know, to breathe and to stay relaxed. And
is he going to be trying to land the leg kick for the 2 points now by 5?
He's going to, you know, he has time to do 1 point at a time, like right there trying to do the reverse punch. But definitely as time starts to wind down, and he does have such a nice kick, he's going to look at trying to hit that 2-point kick. But of course, Richard knows, and you see Richard has that good defense with his lead hand up because he knows what Cody's looking for.
Yeah, Richard's got 7 points, 6 points. He just gave 1 up, gave 2 up. Now it's 5 points.
Yeah, and you know, you have these momentum swings in the fight, and the good fighters just don't let it last more than a couple points. You know, they change the tempo, they create angles, and they move. But Cody needs to get on one of these runs right now where he can score, you know, 3, 4 points in a row to get it close, and then look for that 2-point head kick.
Stop time.
You can see that.
Yeah, the glove has come off again.
You can see him signal for time.
Yeah, and it looks like the way he's holding his hand right now that he might actually have injured his hand on that punch. And they're going to have the medics come take a look at that.
Yeah, let's see if we can see it. Must have jammed it here somewhere.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
Just jammed that punch right on. You know, Cody must be doing his ab work because definitely, you know, strong. But yeah, if you hit the hip bone like that, you know, you can jam your wrist. And sometimes we see it in boxing, you know, where a fighter will hit like the hip bone like that and, you know, and injure the hand. So you really have to be careful. It looks like he's ready to go, and you know, he's got that 13-7 lead. This little break right now is probably good for Cody. Again, not used to wearing this mask. It allows him to sort of catch and regroup, speak with his coach a little bit. And he's got 1 minute to make up the 6 points now.
Or at least make up 4 to force overtime.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Try to get within that 1 point.
Are you playing, if you're in his situation, are you playing for overtime right now?
Yeah, basically you want to get this match. Oh, and that was just a nice kick. You know, you want to get it to within that 2-point head kick where at one, you know, technique you can tie the match or win the match.
Tax call.
And right now Richard is going to be looking for the 10-point spread if he can land a point. Cody's such a strong fighter, though. He's just in there, and again, you know, working with his shield. It's just he's not used to it. And it's definitely give him credit.
And that concludes our match.
That's it. So, I mean, again, Cody, considering the injury, you know, he did a great job this weekend getting this far. And but we're going to see Richard Plowden in the finals.
Coming up on our left side of the stage,
There's that side kick.
Raymond
And
Daniels from
of course, because he
California.
fell, Richard got the
And
point
our
on the
right side
ground.
of the stage, our
And
right
there's
side
that
fighter,
two-point head kick that
hailing from Hamilton, Ontario, Marco Androvic.
well, we have maybe our best fighter or our favorite fighter of the competition, Raymond Daniels, back in, and he's looking for one more win so he can meet Richard Plowden in the finals.
Whereabouts out of California does he fight out of? He says from California.
It's the Bay Area. He's up near San
Yeah.
Francisco, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, he was actually, when we were speaking to him a couple weeks ago, he was in Ireland fighting at the Irish Open, a big tournament overseas.
Oh, wow.
So he travels all over the world. He'd won that tournament in Ireland, I think, 9 years in a row. He's actually just coming off an Achilles tendon injury. This is his second tournament, I believe, back. He almost missed all of last year. Tore his Achilles. So, judging from what we've seen this weekend, he's back in top form. And this is going to be a really tough match for Marco Androvic. And Marco trains he's in Burlington. He's with Matt Perrin's martial arts school. He's a strong fighter, but he's got his work cut out for him this evening against Raymond. Marco's being coached right now by Jason Brown, who's one of our most accomplished Canadian fighters. And Jason's, going to use all his experience. He actually fought Raymond earlier in the day in the competition, so Jason has some first-hand advice for Marco. Right now, Raymond just has that reach advantage and some speed advantage on Marco right now. I see the smile. Raymond's just so relaxed in the ring. Boy, and that was a nice kick. And because he jumped, it was actually a two-point body kick. And that makes 10. The man's definitely impressive. It's going to be a great final match against Richard Plowden.
Our finals for elite fighting. Congratulations, Raymond.
And Marco, he's a younger black belt. Just to be in the ring with him, he did a fine job. Should be proud of himself. He has a bright future.
Our first challenger.
Now we're back to the head-to-head elite kata competition. And this is open hand. This is 17 and under juniors. Our first student's from Ottawa, and it's Everett Kalugden. He's from Ottawa Martial Arts, and he's going to be doing a traditional form. And this is, again, the competition where each gentleman will do their form, and then the judges will decide the winner.